So you want to learn how to make a song just like the heartthrob himself, Justin Bieber. Oh my God. If that is your goal for today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make Justin Bieber styled songs in this episode of Track Out Tuesday. Coming right up. Let's go. So what is up, everybody? I am Legend, and welcome to another episode of Track Out Tuesday, finally. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I go about making a Justin Bieber style track. I'm going to be working in Maschine, as always. You guys know this is where I make all my music. So in this particular video, I'm going to be talking specifically about a Justin Bieber ballad, and like a slow R&B pop song. So it's not anything fast or up-tempo. It's like one of the slower All That Matters type songs. But this is a beat that I wrote that was inspired by All That Matters back in 2016 when it first came out, and this is called Grown. But yeah, I'm going to be breaking it down today. So let's get into this. Justin Bieber got his start as a young fellow playing the guitar. So I think the guitar heavily influences his music. Every time he puts out a new ballad or a new song, it's kind of, for the most part, it's got some kind of guitar vibe to it. You know, you got the Love Yourself song, you got All That Matters. There's a whole bunch more that I can name. So I wanted to start off this ballad with a guitar. So I went in basically to Contact 5 and I found a guitar called Funk Guitar, which is like, I think it's the basic one that comes in Contact. I came up with a very like catchy melody that I wouldn't mind listening to over and over and over again because the song is very repetitive, and it sounds something like this. Now it sounds pretty plain, you know, it sounds like a guitar. It doesn't sound really fake or anything like that. But whenever I make my guitars, I always want to add even more so that it sounds even more natural, like a actual guitar, you know, because I'm playing this stuff on the keyboard. But to give it like more of a human, real life guitar element, what I do is I open up Guitar Rig Pro. So I add this effects here, and what I do here is basically this adds different sounds and presets to your guitar sound. So in this case, I added a clean chorus filter to it. So instead of it just sounding like a basic funk guitar, it actually sounds more like this. So it gives it a lot more character. It kind of opens it up a little bit more, gives it a little bit of echo and a little bit more character and grit, however you want to say that, to the guitar. So that is a step that I pretty much always do when I use a guitar, unless it's an acoustic guitar. I just kind of leave it by itself. But if it's like a funk guitar, a jazz guitar, and I don't want it to be clean, I always open up Guitar Rig and I add like any of these filters. They got all kinds of stuff in here, but it's a really great way to make your guitar sound like you're actually playing a real life guitar. So that kind of acts as the intro of the song. The snares come in, so this is kind of like the introduction to the verse. I just wanted to start with basically two rim shots, so I layered these two rim shots on top of each other. Galactic Soul is one that I use in Maschine a lot for like my Justin Bieber inspired things because it has that All That Matters vibe to it. And then there's this other one called Dolman Vinyl. So I layered those two on top of each other, and then it sounds like this once you play it all together. Very simple, just a little bit of minor like changes here and there, but the rhythm is pretty much doom, you know, pretty simple. After that, I do bring in the kick, or the kicks rather, because I layered the kicks too in the song, and I've already talked about layering and how that's important to, you know, change up the sound and fatten up your drum sounds or even your synths. So I do a lot of layering in this particular beat, but there's a kick elated too and kick flula, whatever that means, and I added this little pattern along with a synth. So it's a very short staccato, kind of like a high-pitched synth that comes in and accents, you know, what the guitar is doing. I like to do this a lot with my synths, so it sounds a little bit something like this. And I I forgot to mention a synth that I found in Massive. It's called A Square in Space, which is one that I like a lot. But yeah, so that is a progression of the verse, or you could consider that a lean into the chorus, because what's coming up is the chorus. And actually what I do in this song, because I did start to write to this, I have a chorus, but I don't really have any verses or anything to it yet. But this synth that comes in right here, that is also serving as my melody for what the vocals are doing. So in the chorus, once the chorus comes in, and I'll play that for you right now, the bass, I drop the bass, I drop some more hi-hats, so it's like a more trappy type vibe, you know, trap R&B, Justin Bieber, all that matters type thing, you know, those really basic 808 hi-hats that come in, and a really like deep bass called contrabass that's also in Massive. Once this drops, then I basically have my voice, my vocals doing the same thing that the synths are doing. And you can do this sometimes when you're writing a song. You don't have to always make it to where like your instrumentation is doing something completely different than your voice, or vice versa. Sometimes you can have the instrumentation that's doing something and you just follow exactly what it's doing, and that can serve as the melody. So you don't always have to get super creative. Sometimes you can keep it simple and just follow what one of the instruments are doing. But I'll play the chorus for you right now. Here's what it sounds like once the bass drops and everything else comes in. And as you may have noticed, also the kicks are no longer just rim shots. There's a clap that's added into there and a snare. So there's a clap, 808 Fat Bloke 1, 808 SD4C tape sat, and these are basically layered on top of the rim shots, so it gives it like a little bit more of a hit once the chorus hits, because you really want your chorus to pop out outside of everything else that's going on in the song. But as far as the melody goes, what I was talking about before is I'm basically following exactly what this synth right here is doing. So I don't have the lyrics exactly to all of that, but I know the last part of this chorus is like, and I know that we're young, but tonight, you know that I'm taking home me. All on, excuse me. Okay, you get the point, but let me play with this. Yeah. And I know to pretend I'm like you before. And I know that we're young, but tonight, you know I'm taking home me, something like that. Something like that. You know, it's not perfect, but it is like the ground floor of what I was trying to lay out for this track. I'm still working on it, still trying to decide if I want to sell it off to somebody else. And then there's this part, because this song is very repetitive, I didn't feel like coming up with a bridge. To be completely honest, I was being a little bit lazy. But once the quote-unquote bridge does come, basically what I do is I just drop out the guitar and the synth, and I let the bass and the drums do their thing by themselves. So it sounds like this. But it's still very effective. So there you're leaving room for like a rap. It could be a rap verse right there. It could be vocals doing something. It could be vamp. You're leaving a lot of room for the artist to put in work, which is good, because they have the freedom to do what they want. And if you want to add on top of that, you can. In this case, I just wanted to keep the workflow simple. So I just basically just dropped the guitar and the synth. Brought in the synth in the second half. Back to the guitar. Like you before. And I know that we're young, but tonight, you know I'm taking you home. All on our own. You know that we grown. You know that we grown. But that's basically this song in a nutshell. I apologize that I didn't actually break down somebody's actual song. I've just not been in the mood to recreate people's songs right now. I want to make my own stuff, so I'm kind of thinking about transitioning these videos to more original content for now. I'm not saying this forever, but just I gotta take a break from making other people's stuff because I feel like I'm losing my creativity. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how to make a Justin Bieber style track and how you can, like, you know, work on the harmonies and all that stuff for a ballad that was grown. This beat is for sale. If you guys do want to purchase it, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I think I'll put a link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, this person here. I don't know who you are yet, but I will know who you are once I screenshot this comment and put it in the video. I thank you so much for watching my videos. Leaving a comment, let me know you're subscribed, and let me know you like the videos. I really do appreciate that. Thank you to all my patrons on Patreon. As always, be legendary, guys. I love y'all, and let me play you out.